Greetings.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
audience. Can we be heard by your ear holes?
Lane, you
Or
have
other
no audio.
holes. Doesn't
I
have
have
to
no
be other
audio.
hole.
I did have audio. What happened to it?
Audio now.
Hello, hello?
Hello. Lane.
Can you hear me?
Somebody else say something. Somebody other than Lane.
Something,
Hello.
something.
Oh, no, it's me. I
Something,
think I
something.
dropped audio.
Boobs. Boobs and
Hang
butts.
on.
Boobs, butts, and holes.
Oh. There is apparently audio now. Alina, can you hear us?
I don't think Alina can hear us.
They
The
say
stream can
everyone
hear
is
us.
good,
Yeah.
but now we have a silent Lena.
I'm just going to mention on the chat and otherwise that as always, I remind the audience that if you cheer for our heroes, they will eventually get more inspirations.
Which we
But
typically
I
need.
noticed that the hype train was coming. Oh, nope, never mind. The hype train just ended, so forget it. And by forget it, I mean still go ahead and cheer. It will still give people more inspirations.
And it just
Alina?
makes us feel good.
Yeah, everybody likes to be cheered for. Are you good, Alina? Is it working?
Just a sec, Lane. I gotta restart here.
Okay.
It's good that if we want to make this a truly horrible experience, Alina can listen along to the Twitch side on delay and try to interact with us in real
Oh
time.
yeah, that's
That'd be
great.
a wonderful dog's breakfast of roleplay
I
rhythm.
suggest not
I can
doing
see that
that.
everyone is talking, and I can see that the stream sees that everybody is talking, but I, Alina, can't hear anything.
Weird.
Okay. I think I'm going to just yell into the other room. I think it's your headset. We'll see if that got through.
Say something?
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Can you hear?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. That was weird. Okay, Discord audio can't hear you though. Just a sec. Type of stereo. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah. How about now?
I think your input is the headset now instead of your desk mic.
Oh, if it works, it works.
Say some stuff, Alina. Just want to make sure your
Hi.
sound levels are decent.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm saying some things.
Yeah, you're a little quieter and muddier than everybody else, so
Yeah,
you might
it's
want
weird.
to turn it up. But no, it's because it's using the mic on your headset instead of
Yeah.
which is Bluetooth and therefore crappy.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing
But-
that we haven't figured out how to make Bluetooth not kind of crappy after
Yeah,
all
well, it
of
hasn't
these
changed
years.
in like how many years?
Well, it's because it uses radio waves. It's
yeah,
pretty
exactly.
like
There we go. Now I'm on my Yeti.
it's a technology that's not great.
It's not great.
Okay.
Not great, TBH.
Hi, audience.
We fixed
Hello.
it.
Welcome to the Technical Difficulties Show, otherwise known as
Yay.
Twitch.
Yeah.
I have a script thing that I always say. Maybe I should have opened it, and then
Maybe.
I would know what I'm supposed
I
to
don't
say.
know. Listen, it would be trashier if we didn't have technical problems, because tech is trash.
Yep.
Yep. Also, Google Drive totally changed how the top level organizing in folders works, and I can't find anything anymore. So it's great.
Yeah,
Anyway.
my wife ran into that the other day, and there was much grimacing and gnashing of teeth.
Love how the tech companies just frickin' own us and do what they as they will with us
Oh yeah.
on a regular basis.
I like. The internet doesn't exist really anymore. It's just it's real bad. You can't search for stuff.
Hi, internet friends and webcomic fans.
Welcome to a bunch of old people complaining. The
About
stream.
our
The
Texas
technology. Wait.
Another thing Elon Musk ruined.
Yep.
Arr,
Have you ever
Cybertruck,
I
more like
don't like those
Cyberfuck.
clouds.
I think
literally
I think we're
Cybertruck
all
logo.
getting too attached to Peter's character. We're
Yeah.
just
Yep,
We're just
we're
turning
emulating.
I
We are going to
remember
yell
when
at
there
clouds.
was still romance in necromancy. Ah,
You're bringing
cultists
it
these
back.
days.
You're bringing it back.
Uh,
Janis Joplin? Question
yeah,
mark?
so it's me, your friendly neighborhood dungeon biologist, and I shall welcome you to another episode of the Trash Heroes, the D&D stream where we recount the epic adventures of the wildly improbable collection of horrible creatures known as the Trash Heroes.
Yeah.
Our players, as always, are a collection of wonderful internet artists, cartoonists, VR people. I don't know what the term is for that. Makers of things. Please check out all of their amazing work at the various links up in the corner. Support everybody on their Patrons and join their social medias.
Patreon is my
is-
favorite Digimon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patreon. I
It
think
gets real funky
that's
in his
Jack
later
Conte.
evolutions.
Jack Conte is Patreon.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, without further ado, let's meet the characters. It is the keeper of the vermin, protector of the trash heap, Fetid Quaggle.
That's me. Hi.
And next up, the larger-than-life pit fighting superstar, Ugna Sugar Tusks.
I'm almost dead. It's gonna go great.
Uh, still absent this week is the trickster cleric, rogue baker, and all-around party animal, Tromlin Dariels. But with us is the wild magic streaming sensation, Morgan the Satyr.
Hello, hello. Like, subscribe, and join my cult, won't you? I mean, social club. Social club.
And finally, our sweet old grandpa, who's also accidentally an ancient warlock, Copernicus Sunshine.
In Greece wrestling a minotaur.
Yeah.
Correct.
In the dark.
Ooh.
So when we last left our heroes, we've had some allusions to this. So let us get right in. After fleeing from the Stadium of Ravenfall, where the mind-controlled Baron Langarian had ordered the arrest of the party, the heroes fled into the sewers to meet up with their Quaggle buddies and investigate where this giant serpent that disrupted the match had come from. They found that the main Quaggle Hall under the city had been collapsed by the creature's passage, leaving a smooth tunnel with traces of magic created by stone shaping. The terrified Quaggles said that there had been a rumbling from deep below that shook the entire sewer system prior to the emergence of the snake. So the party cleared some rubble and descended far, far down into the Underdark. Upon arrival in a chamber far below the surface, a flash of dark magic suddenly engulfed Tromlin and his daughter Webby, who disappeared. When Copernicus tried to send to them, the response was garbled and slow, indicating perhaps a time shift. Which, who knows, maybe we'll learn more about that as we go along here. The chamber, however, contained a summoning circle, and Copernicus and Morgan pulled out their deerstalker hats and magnifying glasses and CSI'd that this was some sort of druidic ritual magic. And an adjacent library or laboratory contained a variety of funky magical herbs and substances common to the Underdark. And the party also found a magical box shaped like a book and managed to open its magical lock and found it contained the second fragment of the Elenoth, the ancient poem that may turn out to be of some use. And also, they found a book of demons and a few other useful tomes that Copernicus collected for his collection, and a handful of scrolls and a wand of viscous globs that Morgan has taken.
Right.
Meanwhile, Fetid and Ugna managed to disarm the traps on the door of the chamber and opened into a spiraling corridor plunging deep, deep into the Underdark. After a few twists and turns, it became evident that the party was being followed. And this turned out to be a large demon, a beast like a minotaur but with huge lobster claws, and then a second set of smaller human-sized arms for casting magic in its abdomen, quite creepily. A battle ensued. The beast grappled with Ugna and hit her with a confusion spell, which has thankfully now been broken. Copernicus got all oiled up and naked, so he could join in the grappling, and he was pulled to safety in a nick of time by Morgan's Thunderstep. But the wild magic incurred by doing that caused Morgan's body to de-age, and she is currently appearing as though a teenager, despite still being the same Morgan. Fetid was momentarily stunned by a power word, but managed to shake it off and put several slime-dipped poisonous magical arrows into the beast's thick hide. And the last thing that happened was a magical darkness was dropped on the tunnel by the creature that no one can see through other than the beast itself, of course, and Copernicus, who can see through any kind of magical darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And as we've just ended the game, still mid-combat, Copernicus noted a brand on the beast's forehead, and he recognized the runes of demon summoning, but also he recognized the hand of the Raven cult, indicating that this creature was probably summoned by some powerful cultist. And who is the powerful summoner who can call up demonic minotaurs and massive serpents?
Why, I think it might be our friend Eliphas Darkmoor.
Maybe.
Yes.
Could
Or
indeed be.
Graculus.
Or Graculus.
Yeah, one of these powerful magical issions. So that's where we left off. So we were going to start at the top of a round. So hopefully everybody has kept track of where your hit points and spells is at.
I have
I actually
6.
don't remember where my spells are at. I have notes on my hit dice, my wounds, and my blood dice. But I'm pretty sure
out.
I think I cast spells in our role play, and then we didn't, and then I was too proud to ask for a long rest. And I think
Or
that
a
I
short
just
rest. You only need a short rest, but no, you didn't get a short rest in.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that you used your 2 slots. Just double checking. Oh no, you had 1 spell left which you used on Ugna. You cast a Death Ward on Ugna.
Right.
Right.
That's right. Okay. So I'm out of spots. I think I. Oh no, and I don't think I have my Pack Keeper either, because I think I used that in the snake fight. So I think I'm really running on empty here.
Yeah, you're using cantrips.
Yeah.
Although, do you happen to have any notes, Lane, on if I took wounds from the Minotaur, or if these wounds that I recorded would have been from the snake fight, in which case those would have cleared by now?
No, you took wounds from the Minotaur, because there was a point where Morgan, I don't remember the damage you were at, but there was a point when Morgan jumped in and got you the heck out because of the damage you were taking.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm at minus 29. I've taken 29 points of damage to my 66 health.
Yeah, and I think the most recent damage you took was you attempted to move the Minotaur with a cantrip, and so you cast blood magic.
Oh, that's why those increments of -5. Okay, yep. Cool. I'm all caught up.
Because you were trying to get it off of Ugna.
Yeah.
And most recently, I mean that's what they say, pulling off a Minotaur. So Ugna is currently grappled, because the last thing that happened at the bottom of the round was the Minotaur's turn, and it grabbed you with its massive lobster claws and did a whole bunch of damage, leaving you with, I believe, 6 hit points. And it has you grappled, and it dropped the magical darkness field, which no one can see through but Copernicus. So we are going to the top of the round with Fetid.
All right. How far away am I from Ugna?
You were far enough away that you were using that you were primarily like out of reach and hitting with arrows.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be too far away. Like you.
Yeah. Cure Wounds is on touch, right? I'd have to get to poking distance. Yeah. All right. I would like to attempt to do that and give her a little bit of health, because I don't think I've used all of my spell slots.
I'm just double checking where you were at. I'm pretty sure. I know you used a number in the arena fight.
Yeah, I tried to web the snake at one point.
Yeah, I think you have used your last second level with a pass
trace. Yeah.
Yeah, you did a summon beast earlier. You did a web and you did a pass without trace.
Yeah.
but I think you still have first level slots left.
Yeah. All right.
You currently have Hunter's Mark running because it runs
Mhm.
for the fight, and you cast it earlier. But I think other than that, I think you've only used one other first level spell slot.
Yeah. Okay, question for Ugna. Do you want to be healed, or would you prefer that I try to fairy fire this thing so that we can actually see it?
Ooh.
So
that is a very good question. And entirely depends on how well I do with my strength roll. Because if I can get out of there, I'm going to try and go full defense and just, like, withdraw.
Okay.
Because I can't see to fight.
Yeah.
But if I can't break...
metagame for a sec. I think that if this works like the darkness spell, we need to cast at 2nd level or higher to be able to produce enough magical light to overcome the darkness effect.
Well,
it is indeed a darkness spell.
All right, in that case, I don't think my fairy fire will do that much good, so I'm gonna come and try to heal Ugna a little bit.
Nice. Can you heal through your swarm?
I don't know. I think that's up to the DM.
No. The swarm allows you to cast fairy fire and web.
Right.
It gives you those spells.
Then you gotta run up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll try to scamper away before it can step on me.
Yep.
So what do I roll for Cure Wounds? It's like a D...
Well, first of all, I want you to roll me to try and get to Ugna.
Sure.
Roll me a survival check, because you can basically kind of go by scent.
Yeah.
You're kind of trying to, like, get through this dark area and get to Ugna and lay your hands on her.
That is a 28.
Nice.
That is excellent. Okay, yeah, no problem. You navigate your way.
I smell like a gym bag.
You don't even bump into the Minotaur. You manage to sidestep one of its big legs.
Disease-ridden and filthy.
Yep.
There can be filthy, disease-ridden bloodhounds.
True.
So yeah, you lay hands on, and I believe it is a D8 plus your wisdom.
Okay.
Which is
D8
plus 4. So a D8 plus 4. Yeah.
D8. That's a D8. Oh, nice. You got 12 hit points. Max rolled on that.
Nice. Woohoo! Literally triple.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you can use the rest of your movement to get out of here, but because Ugna's not controlling the fight in there, he does get his attack of opportunity on you because he can see.
I'll take that risk.
Okay.
You're nimble.
I will make make his attack of opportunity. He just gets one swipe at you, and he's got a really good bonus, but I don't think it's good enough.
Oh yeah.
You've got a 17 armor class, right?
I do. Yes.
Nope, he does not hit you.
Nice.
You are too swift and sneaky. He has missified. Where is his stats? I thought I had a tab open. I have too many tabs.
Me with my brain.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. So yeah, he is failing to hit you. The problem is all the monster demon names in D&D are terrible. Like the vast majority of them are like what? Yeah, this was a Glabrazu. That's right, Glabrazu. You know, that classic just rolls off the tongue.
That guy's from the Flintstones, right?
Yeah.
Glabza-rabza-doo.
Well, the issue, basically, a little bit of insider baseball for the audience in game design, is that the bigger the game company, the more that they will try very hard to avoid drawing on names from actual religion or any mythologies that might involve people writing angry letters. I'll just put it as simply as that. And D&D is the biggest one there is. And the result is that all of the demonic creatures and things of that nature have like just completely gobbledygook made up names because it avoids angry letters from religious people. If you're ever playing a game where like there are monster types that are like literal named demons from a Bible or something, you know you're dealing with an indie game company.
We have played an indie game like that. It was very fun. We played it in a church.
Yep.
For maximum blasphemy.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Indeed.
That's a great band name. Maximum Blasphemy.
Yep.
Maximum
I have their first
Blasphemy.
EP. It's pretty solid.
Max Blast for short.
Yep.
Max Blast. Okay, so you get out of there scot-free. You duck between its big legs as it takes a swipe at you. I actually suddenly think I might have had a penalty to hit you too, because I think you have small nimbleness. No, that's just for grapple. That's just for grappling.
Little guy. Yeah, I'm too greasy to grab.
This
shed your skin.
Just, like, grab with his claw, and yours go from the filth.
It's like grabbing a bar of soap.
But just the opposite.
No, it's like grabbing the opposite.
It makes it filthier.
The exact opposite. So next up is Copernicus. Copernicus, you can, I remind you, see through the magical darkness because of your particular special.
I think oiled up and in a codpiece, you have to call him Daddy Sunshine.
Daddy Sunshine.
It's Daddy Sunshine's turn.
Daddy Sunshine has an idea. I remember that when I let Mommy Sunshine out of the bucket, she produces like ghostly light. Is she second level or higher? And I believe my connection to her has been a little bit restored. Do I think that if I let Barb out to do some just like whirling around Indiana Jones and the Ark of the Covenant type effects, that I could create enough light for people to see by, even if the thing that they're seeing is horrifying to the core of their soul?
So for Barb to actually pull off spell-like effects would be a significant amount of energy being expended, which she certainly would have been up for at the height of her of your hauntedness. However, I will point out that your haunting is a flaw, so you'd have to come up with a way to try and trigger it. That wouldn't, like, for example, making Barb angry and potentially having to deal with the fallout later. But right now, Barb has been weakened, and I don't know if I guess it's up to you whether Copernicus feels like trying to induce Barb to spend that kind of energy is a good idea. Or whether that,
So Uga has a few hit points and a death ward. I'm still above half.
Now,
or about
I'm okay.
half. No one else is anyone else like below half?
I don't think I've been hit yet.
Fetid got injured, but not for a lot of damage.
Did I?
I think he only got hit once.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I thought you got hit by a spell. You got hit by Power Word Stun. That doesn't do damage.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really remember. It's been a while.
How are you doing, Morgan?
Been a while.
Yeah, that was it. Sorry, that's the only thing that hit you. It wasn't a damaging spell.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna keep Mommy in the bucket for now. And instead, I think I'll just do a distracting intrusion, followed by a agonizing chill touch.
Nice.
Nice.
Get some damage on this guy.
Is there a way that I can flavor leaving the hook and the rod in him in such a way that at least there's like a line going to him, like so that people can kind of follow where he's moving in the darkness?
Yeah.
So you can see like, oh, if the line is here, the fish is this deep, that kind of thing.
Theseus versus the Minotaur. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's straight up string facing a Minotaur.
Well, let's see how he does on the distracting intrusion first. Okay, that's going to be a successful saving throw. So he's not distracted.
Okay.
He made his wisdom save.
I roll to hit the normal way.
Yeah, and then your agonizing. I'll say if he fails and he gets the stun, you can absolutely use sort of flavor the cantrip that you're pointing at him out, because he's kind of holding still for a minute or for a moment.
Then I'm as a 21 to hit, so I think at the very least I probably hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then
he's only armor 18.
My damage is 11 points of damage, necrotic. He can't heal for the next round.
Yes, and also he doesn't have his damage resistance to necrotic.
Oh, nice.
We love that.
Yep.
Oh, and then right. So then then the saving throw, which is now
Constitution save.
Yeah, which I'm assuming is against my spell save DC at 17.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correctamundo. He's pretty good. He's got a +9 con save, but that still means he needs to get an 8 or better. So you got a decent shot here. No, he has made his saving throw. I rolled a 12.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry. And then he actually takes an additional 4 because I did agonizing.
I thought you included that. So what's the total?
No. So the total should be. I said 11, and it should be 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. And then can I, as a free, can you remind Ugna? Do you need a magic weapon to be able to hit him with? Do I
think so.
Right?
Yeah, because I've been doing half damage.
If I can toss you the dagger as a free action or whatever. My blood ritual dagger. So I can no longer do the agonizing stuff, but I think it'll make a bigger difference if you can hit for full damage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need a roll for this because you can see exactly where to throw that knife, but Ugna cannot see it.
No.
Oh, Ugna's still in the darkness?
Yeah.
Yes,
right in the heart of it.
grappled by it.
Oh,
she's right in the middle.
Okay. Is it?
You can attempt this.
Should I wait until you get out, or do you think you want this now?
I probably wait till I get out.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be able to do much with it anyway.
Okay.
Like I'll be blind flighting in here, so I'm going to try and get away.
Okay. I'll hang on to this for now then. Okay. Yeah. And that's me.
Okay. In that case, it is Ugna's turn next.
All right. Well, first things first, I need to get out of this guy's grasp. So I'm going to do some strength.
So you're going to do a break that grapple.
Break
now,
that grapple.
I will point out you don't have to break the grapple, right?
I do if I don't want to get crab clawed again.
Mm-hmm. It just gives him advantage on his attack the next time.
Yeah.
But if you want to move away from him, you have to break the grapple.
Yeah, I'm gonna break the grapple.
Okay. So that takes your action.
Yep. Oh well, that's okay. So that's 16 plus 5 plus 8.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yep.
That will
so
exceed.
I get out of his grasp.
I guess I'm supposed to. Sorry, I think I'm supposed to roll. No, where's the grapple? Oh, there it is. Yes.
And then I'm trying to look up if it's a full action or a bonus action for disengage. I just want to get the hell out of there.
I think it is. It's a full action because I do believe disengage as a bonus is a special rogue trick.
I think so. Yeah.
Now you can still move. You just get the attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah. I could also stay here and go full defense.
Yep.
And just kind of like keep my fisticuffs up.
Just be all.
Yeah. All dodgy.
All quick and...
Come at me, bro.
Yep.
Actually, don't come at me.
No, please don't.
Badly wounded.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will hold here and just full defense.
So you muscle your way out of, like, you basically grab the lobster claw and pull it open off of your shoulder and then jump back a step.
Yeah.
And then put your hands up and start
get low and get wrestling stance.
Dancing back and forth and going, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty.
Good.
Okay. You do. I don't know if there's anything you can do with a bonus action, but you haven't used it yet.
If I had not already used my second wind, I could use it, but I have. So I cannot.
I thought you had some stuff. I guess, yeah, you can't do your offhand attack because that has to be when you do an attack with your main action.
Yeah, exactly.
And grappling out as a bonus action only happens after you hit someone. And you did not.
No, I'm basically giving up my bonus action to go full defense. But that gives me an extra 4 on my DC, which is nice.
On your armor class?
On my armor class. What am I thinking?
I think you're thinking of a different.
I think I'm thinking a different edition. Hang on.
Because it's just dodge in 5e. Oh, you actually need your action to be able to dodge.
Oh, okay.
So you had to use your action trying to break out of the grapple.
Yeah.
Just double checking.
Right. In that case, why don't I just get out of there instead of going full defense? I'm going to disengage.
Just move and risk for the. Well, you
move.
Can't disengage.
Yeah. No, that's true. I'm going to just use my movement to get the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm. Because
So he gets a swipe at me.
attack, the 2 actions thing that you have is specifically only
when I take an attack
right?
action. Yeah.
Yeah, extra attack. It's when you attack, you get a second. All right. Okay, so he is going to do an attack of opportunity on you, an attempt to grab you. If he succeeds, he's going to end up re-grappling you, which is the real problem.
Didn't he already do an opportunity attack?
Oh, you're right, because he already did a
tried on me.
He only gets one
right.
reaction.
Right. Nice.
Our chat
well done.
Thank you,
well
Fetid.
spotted, Morgan.
Yeah.
So Fetid wasted his reaction.
Stolen valor. Chat noticed, not me.
Oh, chat.
Thank you,
Lucas. Chat, though. I know.
Save him a butt over here.
Chad. We appreciate you being pro bono rules lawyers on behalf of the players.
Yep. Fetid saves the day by taking his reaction for a whiffed attack of opportunity. So Ugna, he has no reaction. You can just
I'm just
straight on move away from
the hell out of there.
Risk. So you can just move your full movement if you want. Just get the hell out of the darkness.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, so one of the issues with magical darkness, of course, is that you don't know which way to go. But because this is a tunnel, the maximum movement you can lose is only going to be about 5 feet.
Yeah.
If you go towards a wall, you're going to hit the wall and then know to follow the wall. So the maximum you're going to lose 5 feet. Roll me a random D12.
Okay.
I'm going to give me an o'clock.
Gotta do a D12. How about a 9 o'clock?
So you are moving 9 o'clock, which is exactly sideways, perpendicular to where you want to be. So you go straight into the wall.
Perfect.
But having hit the wall and used 5 feet of your movement, you now can go up or down the corridor in one direction or the other. I am going to randomize whether you go towards the rest of the party or away from. Towards.
Cool.
So for the rest of you, you see Ugna appear out of the darkness in your direction, booking it. So Ugna, what's your full movement?
My speed is 30.
Just 30, right? Yeah, your normal 30.
Just
so
regular.
You can move 25 feet away from the demon because you lose 5 feet getting into the wall. And the darkness spell is an area of 15 feet radius. So that takes you 10 feet out of the sphere of darkness, or a little bit.
You see me coming out of the darkness, kind of like feeling the wall, and as soon as I can see, I just book it. Another 10 feet.
Does darkness center on the space or on the caster?
Does that mean all of our party is within my line of sight?
Ooh.
As in, I can do an area of effect and not have to worry?
Ooh.
Correct. Correct. And it is, in fact, your turn next, I think.
I think I'm going to be doing a storm sphere.
Nice. Good call.
Why don't I have... That sounds like a good idea. I'm just going to arbitrarily put you in the initiative order here because I can't tell if the M I have marked here is you or the Minotaur.
Morgantar.
Foolishly just have one M. Maybe you rolled the same thing. Let's go.
We're low on this, I believe.
Yeah, I've got an initiative 5 here, and I can't tell if it was you or the Minotaur.
That sounds like me. I remember being disappointed with my initiative.
Indeed.
Raven, I like your dill pickle chips and apple soju. There's something very double sour about that.
Well, not pictured because I don't really plan on drinking it, but who knows? I also got one of those buzz balls with a Z, of course.
Right.
Forbidden apple. I put my girl dinner into
the Tromlin's House of Taste.
I thought your camera had gone on, and I thought it wasn't working for me. And I was
bottle for those
confused
they make
why
good
everyone
potion.
else could see your dinner but not me.
Yeah. Those make good potion bottles if you need props for anything.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
So Morgan goes first. I'm pretty sure you go before the Minotaur because it was the last thing that happened at the last round was the Minotaur attacking Ugna. So, or the Glabrazu. So you're next.
All right,
Morgan.
Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of a storm sphere.
Oh, so you're going to drop a storm sphere on the darkness, basically.
I cast storm sphere at the darkness.
Yeah, it is a...
I assume you want the radius of the storm sphere to end about where you can see the edge of the darkness.
Yeah, and it is bigger than the darkness, I believe.
Yeah.
It's 60 feet out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's the range of the thing.
60-foot range. I think it's 20-foot radius.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Yeah. So if you start it at the edge of the darkness, it'll go like a good 5 feet beyond the others or 10 feet beyond the other side, but he'll be in there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. That is my concentration. That is 2d6 strength saving throw. Oh, actually,
I do believe that will be your last second level spell because you used Dimension Door back when you were doing the serpent fight.
I think
that's a good one though, because you can just keep zorching him.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Your last 4th level spell. Sorry.
I realized
your last
too, though,
of 2.
Zorching him requires seeing him, and it is a strength saving throw. So I think
going for a different one.
My entangle.
Ooh.
Would be better.
Mm-hmm.
And that you can cast without using one of your slots because you haven't used it yet today.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll do an entangle. Let me.
You stick an entangle in that area. Excellent. I'm just going to double check if he has to make a saving throw immediately or after, or when he tries to move.
20-foot square starting
when you cast the spell. So he gets a strength savings throw to avoid being restrained by the plants. And that happens, I think, anytime he stays in that area. Only when you cast the spell?
A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. Creature restrained in plants can use its action to make a strength check against the spell save DC.
So this is a very much a first level spell. If he makes it, the effect it has on him is difficult terrain. But that means you're going to slow him down trying to run after Ugna,
which is nice.
So yes, I will do that, and that is against my spell save DC, which I'll pull up.
Yes, indeed.
17.
Okay, he again has a +9. I rolled 7. That's a total of 16.
Ooh.
Oh wait,
and
yeah.
You're 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he failed.
Well,
I'd love to see it.
Actually failed. So like he goes to like run after Ugna, snapping his lobster claws like he's gonna do like and charge. And suddenly these vines erupt out of the stone floor beneath him and grapple his legs, and he finds that he is unable to charge. His turn is next. I don't think do you have anything else to do? A bonus action, anything?
No, I gotta save mine for a silver bulbs.
Yeah.
That's your reaction. But I don't think you have any bonus action stuff you can do.
No.
Yeah.
I'll blow a little kiss into the darkness.
Okay, so it is his turn, and he would like to come charging towards you, and he can't.
Yep.
He would have to use his action to break free, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to spend.
Sorry, can I use my movement?
Yeah. Where you want to go?
I just want to get.
You want to go where everybody knows your name.
Obviously. Well, where wouldn't I go then? I'm going to move further away from him, but I'm going to be twerking as I go.
Of course you
just to taunt him.
My favorite song from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Actually,
you should see Doc get down. He can drop it.
He got that cake.
I have not used it because I've been just so sweet and so nice. I do have Vicious Mockery. It is a cantrip, but I think it is an action.
I believe it is in fact an action.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll just stick to the twerking then.
Yep. Well, and I want to point out that you suddenly have a teenage body. Remember.
I've seen this
that
anime.
probably means less ass, unfortunately.
Yeah, it means that
ass does get
just
fatter
in
with
general,
age.
it means you're not as your body is not what you're used to twerking in. Basically, is what I'm getting at.
Oh yeah.
So
Are you
it's
twerking hard or hardly twerking?
You got less to twerk with.
Yeah.
Very,
Oh my god, that was beautiful and horrible. I was muted, and then I struggled to unmute myself just to yell at you.
Good, excellent. This is what I'm here for.
Okay, so he is going to use his action to try and break free. He gets another strength save. He failed it
Oh my
again.
god!
Yeah.
I
Roll the
twerk
4.
harder.
Hell yes!
I twerk even harder.
Well, you've got to, because you got to make it. You really got to go.
You cannot handle the cake.
It's just very different. It's much firmer than you're used to. It's like you've just been working out, and you're like, interesting. Okay, so he can't break free. That's his whole turn.
Awesome.
Nice.
He can attempt to actually give me a second to decide. He can also attempt a magic, because that's a separate thing that he does with his spell casting. Because he can do this. He can cast his spells without using his normal actions. No, sorry. It's one of his multi-attack options would be cast a spell and do.
Oh, okay.
So he can't do that. He cannot cast a spell if he's trying to break free. So he is done.
Suck it.
He bellows in
Larvitar.
frustration. Which is useful, because you have no idea, Morgan, if you actually captured him, but you hear him bellow in frustration. Because
You got him! Bernie will start calling out play-by-plays. This just seems like a helpful thing to do.
Oh yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
Betted.
Yeah.
You're up.
More arrows for SpongeBob over here.
So you can't see him, but you can shoot blind. It just means you're attacking with disadvantage.
And I'm out of level 2 spell slots, right? I think we established that I used. All right. So, I actually, hang on. Oh no, that means I can't do summon beast either. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to blind fire at the sky. At least I don't have to worry about hitting Ugna anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you still have your hunter's mark on him, right? Because that's just
true.
concentration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to continue to be able to see him once you've already put it on him.
First one. Low roll is an 8, so 8 plus 8, so it's a 16.
That will not do it. It skips off his thick hide.
Attempt number 2.
Thick with 2 C's.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, that's a 1. No luck.
Oh no.
Pew. You fire arrows into the darkness, and you do not hear them strike their mark.
I fail to
You hear one of them ricochet off of something.
Well, it was a valiant effort.
Indeed. Copernicus.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you got.
No,
you do have a bonus action, but I don't know if there's anything else you can do.
Yeah, I don't really think there's much I can do right now.
Let's just all retreat up the hallway.
Trash it dragon.
Yeah.
You already got gifted trash dragon on. You've already got filth isn't here, right? You left him up above.
He's guarding Nightshade.
Let you know if anything happens with Nightshade.
Yeah, that's very important.
It is.
So yeah, those are your major bonus action options.
That's fine. I considered using up that opportunity attack to be like the single best thing I could have done in this fight. So I'll take it.
Flip on the bird. Flip on the bird.
That one's always that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Okay.
Fart in his general direction.
Yeah, I gesture rudely at the darkness.
I think just because simultaneously you're talking about the thick Minotaur and the flattening of Morgan's ass, and I'm imagining like a drain booty spell. Where, like the only thing it does, no mechanical benefit, other than maybe a charisma shift, but like you just literally steal someone's booty over time. I just think that would be great. I'm gonna go ahead.
To Taylor Swift, it's tragic.
Could we name this game I Gesture Rudely at the Darkness?
Yeah.
Hell yes.
I'm super
Episode title.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna go ahead and do another Distracting Intrusion followed by an Agonizing.
Okay.
So Distracting Intrusion DC. I can't remember if DC 15 is fixed or if that's because it's my spell save DC, which means it should be 17.
Have you used your blood casting dice? I don't think
I
you
have not. I have not,
You
but
still have those.
none of them feel like they're gonna do it. I guess I could blind him and put him on even footing with us, but otherwise, like being able to stun him and take a full turn. I know Con is a good save for him, but even on the off chance I can take a full turn out of his rotation, and there's 4 of us hitting him on our turns, the action economy works out real good for us there.
Send him further mental images of my twerking ass.
Yeah, that is fully
and
what
also,
I'm good with.
If you blind him, he can't see me making fun of him.
Yeah. No, we need to keep that going.
So if it's your Distracting Intrusion, it's probably your own twerking ass.
You know what? We're partners now.
Hell yeah.
We are matching sunglasses investigation partners. So it's both of us twerking.
I was thinking about this when I was missing. Yeah, when I was missing last game, I was like, we are like such a weird like sugar daddy like baby girl combo in a completely non-sexual way.
Yeah, that's a very good description.
And also like grandpa. He's grandpa baby girl basically.
Now that you have Now that you have slightly de-aged, it's like it's absolutely grandpa and like spoiled granddaughter energy.
I'll pay for it. I don't understand what it is, but I'll pay for it.
Exactly.
And by it, he's referring to the V-Bucks I'm asking for.
Yeah.
He thinks OnlyFans is just for genuine fans only.
Yeah. Like literal fans, that blow air around. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there was a store that I used to go to called Fandango, and it also only sold ceiling fans.
Let me tell you, the first time I got a blowjob, it was eye-opening.
I worked there for 3 months. It was my blowjob.
Yeah, that is the monologue that is like accompanying. So the vision that he's intruding with is the 2 of us twerking, but then the sound is just Perny telling this rambling story.
It 100% works because I rolled a 4. He fails. He has been.
You tried to hit him before with like hellish screaming, and he was like, "No, I'm used to that. I'm from hell." And then you were like, "Well, let me hit you with my grandpa."
Yeah. Now he's confused.
He said his
blowjob
game. How do you feel
about elderly oral sex stories?
And he's like, "Oh God,
let me tell you about denture work."
He said his blowjob game was weak, but 3 months sounds like a long time to me.
No, I like the Copernicus version of that. Of course, is I worked at that store for 3 months. It was my blowjob.
Yeah,
and also one of my coworkers sucked my dick. You got him. So now he's got a disadvantage on that stun save. So go ahead.
Yeah, he's got disadvantage on all saves and attacks for the next round. So
nice.
Yeah. So you really want to hit him.
Yep. All right. So here's the attack roll. That's a 17.
That is exactly what you need to hit him.
Yeah. All right. So we'll do some damage here. Exact same as last time, 15, literally the same numbers on the dice too. And then there's that DC 17 con save with a disadvantage.
It's disadvantage.
Otherwise,
okay, so
stunned and he burns a turn.
He's got the +9, so he only needs an 8, but he has to roll at least two rolls of 8 or higher. Oh, he made it. 13 and a 9.
Well, so as Perny fails to land the stun, what he will do is like Ugna comes stumbling punch drunk out of the darkness, like disoriented. So I think he'll just put like a grandfatherly hand on her back and be like, or not, I guess on her leg because I can't reach her back, and just be like, you know what they say, if first you don't succeed, go shiv that motherfucker in his spleen, and he hands over the knife.
Good.
That is what they say.
That is what they say. I've heard that before.
I've heard them say it. How much damage did you do? Sorry, I missed the number.
15 necrotic.
15 again, and he has no resistance.
No healing for the next round.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Let me just see how much damage I've done to myself now. I've done now 20 damage to myself this combat compared to the 19 that he has done to me.
Typical Perny. Yep. Well, Ugna, you now have a magic dagger, and it's your turn.
I got a magic dagger. I'm going to glance over to Morgan, still confused because that doesn't quite look like the Morgan I'm used to, and be like, "Yo, glob him up. Keep him in one spot. Use that wand.
Use the Bukkake wand, Morgan."
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morgan's like still facing the other way, twerking, and she's like, "Huh? Oh yeah." And then on her turn, she's just over her shoulder doing this shot.
Nice. And I'm gonna hold my action then, as I stand here with like hunting knife all ready to go. I'm gonna get some Rambo paint under my eyes, tie back my ponytail. Like it's
the
on.
knife is covered in my blood, by the way.
Oh yeah. No, that's great.
So you've got lots of paint if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
And shit's getting serious because I'm tying my hair back.
Oh.
Where the heck is the wand of viscous globs? Is it viscid globs?
Glob him up.
I think it is viscid. Yeah.
Yep.
Control F glob would probably come up with a lot of different
phrases
in the story.
I ain't going to the internet for that. I had the stats for this like last game, and now I cannot find the stats.
In fact, if I look at my own notes, she said click-clacking on an imaginary document. I just searched up glob, and it said that Fetid coughed up a glob of hair 3 feet wide, I think. Yeah, that's wild. Definitely.
Wand of viscid globs. Use an action to expand one of its charges to cause a small glob of viscous material to launch from the tip.
Yeah, I found it.
60 feet.
It is a ranged attack roll. It is a ranged attack roll, which means that it would be made with disadvantage because of the blindness.
Because of the blind, yeah.
Because of the darkness. But it is if it hits, it dries on the target, which is restrained for 1 hour.
Which is lovely.
Yep. And restrained isn't like a perfect situation, but it's pretty dang good.
Is it my turn?
Yep, maybe.
It's Ugna's turn, but Ugna said you said you're going to hold action?
Yeah.
And if that's all you're doing, then yes, it is indeed Morgan's turn.
Yeah, so Morgan, still twerking, will turn to look over her shoulder and cast Viscous Glob. And will just be like, "You really should be paying for this."
And we'll quite literally isn't ready for this jelly.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
So the primary effects of this are that it will have disadvantage to do things, and others will have advantage to attack it. But most importantly, it will have 0 movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's for an hour, so we could just leave.
Yeah.
Is that my roll, or is that...
You got to make the attack roll, so you've got to roll with disadvantage. But I will point out that you got yourself some inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good time to use them.
I will use it, because this is an over-the-shoulder globular twerking attack. Like,
yeah,
it needs to be. So that's
they say.
So that's with advantage, or just with 1 dice?
With disadvantage. You're rolling with disadvantage.
If I use my inspiration, is that a bonus, or is that?
If you use your inspiration, you can just cancel the disadvantage and just roll once.
Okay, I'll just roll 1.
Cool. I will cross one of those off.
That. Ooh. Yeah.
That is a 9 on the dice plus 9.
I think that just hits.
18, I think, just hits.
You do get your full spellcasting ranged attack bonus, which is plus 9.
Yeah. So 18.
So that's an 18 that will hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That will hit. 17 was your number.
You can glob blind.
So you shoot a little black pellet.
Pray.
A little black pellet flies out of the tip of the wand, and then it grows and expands into a big jet black ooze that flies into the dark shadow, and only Copernicus can see that it actually hits the Minotaur thing,
I think
and
Parney just
pins
yells
its
like,
arms and legs
"Money
to itself.
shot!"
Oh.
Money shot. Perfect.
Yeah, that worked.
Um,
It's its turn, and it can't do anything other than attempt
to get loose.
Exercise.
Yeah.
my
Well,
movement
it
is
can't get out.
just
It can't try to get out.
Sorry?
Like
dancing. By the way, for the rest of my turn, my movement is just dancing and twerking.
Seems appropriate.
Celebratory twerking.
Yeah.
All he can do is cast
That's a mournful
spells.
twerking.
Ugna, were you waiting for my hit to be able to do your held action, or
Potentially?
Well,
Is he at the top of the round or is he
bottom?
bottom of the round? Yeah, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's bottom of the round.
Yeah.
Cool. You can keep holding on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
keep
can
holding
hold
on.
on until your next turn.
I'm basically holding like at the edge of the darkness, waiting to see if he pops out of it, and then I'm gonna slash him with a knife.
I think there is actually a thing he can do. I'm just double checking.
Morgan's just doing a serpentine pattern back and forth twerking.
Okay, so he does need to break. So he does something in the darkness that is not readily evident. Copernicus, actually, roll me an Arcana check, because you can see him. You can see what his hands are doing.
In the darkness, all alone.
That was a bad time to roll a 3. That makes a 13.
You are not sure what he is doing, but the smaller, as he's struggling in this glob with his big pincher arms, his smaller arms are wheeling their hands like he's casting some sort of spell. But you are uncertain what kind of spell it is, and nothing happens. He doesn't appear to leave or disappear, or no bolt of energy flies out or anything along those lines. He has done that.
I'll call out that he's casting something, at least for the group.
Yeah.
He's up to some magic stuff.
And it's the end of the turn here. Ugna, do you want to do anything?
I think I'm just going to continue waiting. I'm expecting him to come charging out of the darkness.
Then we move on to Fetid.
All right. Let me see.
You can attack him without any modifiers now, because you have disadvantage for the darkness, but you have advantage because he's immobilized.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm just going to continue to do that then.
Nice.
See if I can hit him this time. That will not hit. Do I have any inspiration?
You have one.
I don't remember. I'm going to spend it to re-roll this first one.
Cool.
Yeah, that's much better. That is a 22, so that will hit. All right, so
I see that we have got some cheering going on in the chat, so we're moving up towards another inspiration.
Nice. All right,
thank you very much, Elamias Revenge.
So it's 1d6 for the attack, and then another d6 for the Hunter's Mark, and then my damage bonus?
Correct.
All right. 4.
No, sorry, it's a d6 for the attack, a d6 for the Hunter's Mark, and a bonus for your... Oh, wait, the bonus is poison damage, though, which he doesn't take.
Okay, so that first arrow does 15 damage to him.
Nice.
I need to know what you rolled on the 2 dice, because the magical damage you added.
The first die was a 4. The second die was a 6.
Okay, so he takes 6, and then he takes half of the rest.
Okay.
So you rolled 9 total on the rest of it, so he takes half of that, which is 5, and then 6. He takes 11 damage.
Okay.
Because he's resistant to the normal arrow, but he's not resistant.
Right.
Wait, never mind. I keep forgetting. The trash dragon thing makes it magical attack, even though he doesn't take the poison damage.
All right, cool.
So
that would be
he takes the full damage that you rolled, 15.
And arrow number 2. Arrow number 2 will also hit. That is a 23.
That'll hit.
4, 6, another 15 damage.
Oh, he is not looking great, people. The arrows thunk into him, Copernicus. You can see him kind of reeling and roaring, and he's covered in blood by now, of weird black ichor that blends in with the glob of ooze.
I think just to further humiliate the Minotaur, I'm gonna call out what's happening, but like change, like, oh, you hit him, and he's crying, and he shit himself. Oh wow, just all over the floor. Wow.
Deeply embarrassing.
Yeah.
Good.
Really
I've been
getting
shot
shit.
with arrows and I didn't shit myself.
Yeah.
He's
As
some
a
kind of
caster
weird
who's
baby
already
man.
used area of effect, all my area of effect stuff, I'm gonna be vicious mockery. So this guy, he better hope he dies quick.
Mm-hmm.
Copernicus, you're up.
I'm gonna keep doing the stun thing. I mean, I've got enough HP. Let's just keep doing it. So distracting intrusion. Play it again. Distracting intrusion to start.
It worked
So
out great.
Yeah.
He rolled a 1. He is distracted.
Actually,
Nice.
okay, yeah. Okay, so that's awesome. So then that's perfect. Now I'll do a hemorrhage on him. Most spells require you to see the target. Most spells require you to see the target, and maybe I can interrupt his line of sight.
Smart. So
I take a D8 damage.
you take 2d8. No, 1d8 for this. Yep, and he takes 2d6. There's no hit roll.
Sweet.
So roll your damage. You take a d8 damage, and he takes 2d6.
Okay, I took 2, luckily.
And he is temporarily blinded as he bleeds from the eyes.
6 damage to him.
Okay.
It may be reduced because I don't think it's magic. Oh no, it says blood magic. No, it says blood casting.
Yeah,
I don't know if that counts.
It's a spell. It's magic.
Okay, cool.
It's magic damage. It's not piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, and those are the ones that he's
No,
immune
right.
to.
Eye bleeding damage is its own special category.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Ugna.
I'm gonna continue to hold,
Still in there somewhere.
and I'm like placing myself between him and the companions. So if he does come out of that circle of darkness, I'm gonna stab him in the eye.
Morgan is going to attempt a vicious mockery. Here's the problem. You need to be able to see the target.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If the target can hear you... Oh, no, yeah, you have to be able to see the target. Yeah, it's a target
I thought
you can
just
see.
talk shit within range where they can hear you.
Yeah.
I fully thought that didn't require visualization because you're just talking shit.
Yeah.
And they can hear that you're talking shit.
Also, it would be so good to follow up like a viscous wand with like a viscous mockery.
Yeah.
I think I might just give it to you.
Can I not see him if I'm willing to go over there and be within range.
Don't make me come over there.
To his face.
Walk right up to him.
I'm willing to be in melee with him to be able to talk.
It's kind of the point of the darkness spell, is that it prevents people from targeting you with spells. That said, because it's vicious mockery specifically, I am going to allow you to do your trick. If you spend a sorcery point and we'll make it a wild magic roll,
ooh,
you can go for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, if you can get the wild magic surge roll where your ass grows, you can have the best of youth and a bunch still. Yeah.
All right, let's roll on the wild magic table.
She is definitely just reciting Doja Cat ain't shit with it's with demons ain't shit.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to point out there are only a couple things on the wild magic table that have permanent effects.
Oh,
you just rolled the other one.
Oh no! What?
Oh my god! I'm terrified. Well, like I committed. I'm doing the thing. So
roll me a d10.
Okay. Are you a sheep now?
No, that would be real bad if that was permanent.
Yeah.
Permanent? Yeah. Oh my god.
It doesn't get that bad.
I rolled a 10.
Oh,
what
Jesus.
does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh no.
The DM's making a face, guys.
Yeah, that's
the DM's watching the game through his hands.
I'm just trying to decide which there's two ways I can operate this. One is that we can coin flip, and the other is that I do the even odd thing.
So I don't have a hero point. I'm willing to take a black token if it's bad.
Well,
and I don't,
let's see.
You think I don't have the list memorized, So
No.
I'm
Yeah.
just here in the dark,
Yeah.
terrified.
And I don't
And
tell
you
you
guys
what I
have a
roll
hint?
because I don't
Yeah.
want you to have the list memorized.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the coin flip rather than the even odd because I don't like the even odd. So roll me a d6 or any other even
Oh, dang.
dice.
We all
High-
get inspiration.
Thank you, whoever just tipped us over the edge.
K2, but also MLIS did a lot. That's just heavy lifting on that
yes.
inspiration. I'm
Thanks
gonna give
for the
us
cheers, folks. Inspiration is coming to these people. Morgan, so roll me a
I've got it.
d6.
All right. Oh yeah, they're
Inspiration.
High or
already.
low?
Okay. 4.
That is high. You grow 10 inches taller.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god.
Cool.
So you just became like a fucking 18-year-old model. Like you just suddenly became like younger and like 10 inches taller.
Did you get some work done?
And no one's gonna believe me when I tell them I haven't gotten work done.
It was just wild magic.
It was just wild magic. Oh my
Like
god.
you
They'll be like,
That's
just
what
tell
they
us
all
who
say.
you went to, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I
May-
just make
The
bad
Feywild.
choices.
Maybe
Okay?
she's born with it. Maybe it's wild magic surge.
Mm-hmm.
you're
Mhm.
6'5".
Dang.
Oh my god.
All right.
Ooh.
Ugna.
Ooh.
Ugna, how
Yeah,
tall are
yeah.
you?
You're almost kissing height.
Ugna, let's compare our heights and our
I'm
hand
s-
sizes, okay?
I'm 7'2", so like that's kissing size.
Wow. Wow.
Incredible.
Holy shit. Okay, well,
Now
that was
there
a
are
hell of
two
a
party
wild magic
members that
surge.
can carry me around like a baby. This is great.
No, this is the best. You just became like this young model frickin' person in order to do vicious mockery.
Oh, you can mean girls him. You can mean girls him.
Mean girls of the death.
I'm very afraid of any cat buses in the vicinity right now.
Oh my
I'm,
god.
I'm looking both ways every single path we cross.
Okay, so what do you say? This was in order to pay for audio version of vicious mockery. You are 100% going to do that. So what do you say to him that's going to cause psychic damage?
Vicious.
Oh, I am just reciting Ain't Shit by Doja Cat, but with demons instead of the N-word.
Nice.
We love it.
Good.
Putting the link to the visualizer or the lyric video.
I would like for you to roll your d4 damage. And in addition, he will have, he gets a wisdom save. I'll roll his wisdom save, which he rolls with disadvantage, thanks to Copernicus. That means he failed. He would have made it otherwise. He takes 3 damage, and he cannot, he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. As he is cut to the quick by your words, which are in fact Doja Cat's words, but that's fine. You're crossing the streams here, Morgan V. Sater.
I know that you're like your
It's a
hairstyle
bad bitch
hasn't
club,
changed.
okay? Bad bitch is within. It's just one of the tiers, you know.
I know that you just grew and got younger, but I'm also picturing you with like really e-girl hairstyle now.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Well, the
Done.
hair,
And
the
you just
hair
do
had to
like a
grow back,
flip.
so it
Yeah.
could very well be different. I like the idea that you were twerking, so it's like you straighten up and you're taller. Like,
You twerked yourself a
you
whole
can't
extra
tell that you're
foot.
taller while you're twerking because you're still crouched. But when you finish the twerk, you're just gonna. And then the legend says that she grew 3 sizes that day.
When you twerk so hard, you have a growth spurt.
Hey, what can I say? I'm grown now.
It's his turn. I am rolling his saving throw to break the entanglement.
Yep.
Disadvantage.
I'm rolling with disadvantage. He's going to make it, though, because my low roll's a 12 and my high roll's a nat 20. But
yeah.
the 12 is what I have to take. But 12 plus 9 is 21. So he will succeed. And Ugna, you're going to get to use your held action because he rockets out of the darkness directly towards you. Horns first. He is flying. So Copernicus, you realize he cast a fly spell. He does not have his ability to move anymore because he is a viscous glob, but he is flying with a flying speed of 60. And he is flying directly at Ugna. So you now realize that was the spell that he cast.
Cool.
And he is flying directly at Ugna. Well, he's just flying down the corridor, horns down.
I just happened to be there,
like
ready to catch him. Yeah.
But Ugna is prepared to do something first. So Ugna, you're about to get basically plowed down by a Minotaur demon thing.
I've been waiting for this, though. I've been waiting for him to pop out of the darkness. So I'm going to drop down to one knee and push that knife up over my head at his unarmored guts.
Make your attack roll.
Yep. He's no longer at disadvantage because he is not.
Because he's flying quite fast.
I've been plowed down by a flying Minotaur demon before, but consent is essential to making it fun for all partners.
Who hasn't? This is not my held action because we've rolled over to the top of the turn. This is just my normal action, correct?
No, this is your new held action. You rolled over the top of the turn, but then you went again and held your action again.
Yep. So I get my full attacks.
Correct.
Do I also get an attack of opportunity because he's coming my way?
No, that's when he leaves
Gotcha.
you.
That's correct.
He is hitting you. So roll your attack roll.
Yep.
Your one attack. And then roll your second attack.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming you're going to try and grapple him so he doesn't go careening past you and hit everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll your...
It's
for your
18 to hit him, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. What is the bonus on your sword, Perny? Or on your knife?
+1 magic.
It's just a +1?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will get +6 on that because it's strength-based?
You still have proficiency. You have what you normally have with your hammer, frankly.
Yeah. Oh, so +8.
9.
Yeah. Right.
+9.
+9? Great.
+5 strength, +3 professional bonus, +1 for the magic dagger.
Great, then both of those hit.
Okay.
I go, slice.
Yeah!
Please roll me your grapple first, just so I do your bonus action, just so I know what you rolled.
Is that plus athletics?
That's plus your grappling.
Okay. So that is a 23.
So that'll hit. So I need to hear your damage.
Okay, what is the damage on this? I think it's a D4, right?
D6.
On your dagger?
I think it's a D6. It's basically a short sword. It's a very large dagger.
Gotcha. Then I will roll as though it were my
a D6.
As though it was my short sword. 2, 5 plus 5 is 10, and then a 3 plus 5 is 8. So 18 damage with a magic weapon.
Okay, so you crouching down there as he comes careening out into you, you basically see that he is going to hit you and meet him by bringing the dagger up and just letting his weight impale himself on the knife, and also throw your arm around his shoulder so that he hits you.
Yeah.
The weight of him is still gonna hit you as it was going to. So we're gonna call this the ram action that he was going to do, the horn attack.
But he will
trying to do, but he is going to just hit you and then be captured in your arms. So that is. Where is the damage for this attack?
Please miss.
Oh no, he hits.
It's okay. Oh no, it's fine. I can come back from this. Once.
Mm, 32 damage.
Yes, that is a lot more than I have. So I go down to 0, and then I pop back up at 1.
Yeah, so you go down to 1, basically. Yeah. You don't quite take it. But he slams into you and is impaled to the point of death upon that dagger.
Yeah.
And
I full on. I just matador him, and then he also gores me at the same time.
Yeah, well, he basically slams into you and like you and him go skidding down the corridor like 15 feet
Yep.
to to everybody else's feet, and you are like barely alive underneath this gigantic creature bigger than you, and so you like and push him off, and he rolls off, and you are lying there with one
And
hit
I'm just
point.
like,
And the dagger
gonna
is
need a
still
breather.
plunged into his chest.
Yep.
And you can see the blood welling, the black ichor blood welling out of his chest, but then immediately being absorbed into the dagger, which glows with a sickly green hue. And the runes on Barb's bucket glow a bit as well.
I bet Barb loves to eat the soul of a demon. That sounds
And
good.
the field of darkness disappears.
I'm still lying there. I'm like, y'all okay? Everybody?
I'm
Okay.
doing all right.
I'm just gonna.
Still up.
Morgan's like still humming to herself and dancing.
And Morgan straightens up, and everybody roll me a perception. Actually, everyone but Fetid.
Do you think
Mammals,
socially
am I
oblivious
right?
applies here?
Yeah, roll with
9.
disadvantage.
Just a full-on 9.
Fetid definitely notices, but doesn't think anything of it. You're just like, like it's like maybe she was just wearing some, like, I mean, it's a mammal thing, whatever, some kind of mammal thing.
What do I know?
You've already seen me do this with heels.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Also, how extra would like satyr heels be? Just the most clippy cloppiest.
Oh man.
How much
You
height
just-
would they regularly
A satyr
add?
in platforms?
I imagine it'd be crazy.
The hilarious thing here was satyrs are short. You were actually very tall for a satyr. That was the whole thing. Tromlin is like 5'4" or something. You were 5'7", which was like already quite tall for a satyr. And now you're 6'4".
Nice. I'm excited to be
Or 6'5".
Like
6'5".
anyone who's gone through a size change.
You're
and
just like you're a teen again.
The struggle it will be to regularly ride Ugna the same way. just like heels digging in. Just like heels digging in the most annoying and awkward way. Probably like pushing your head around.
Your legs are more dangly than before.
You rolled a 50-50 roll. That could have been shrink by 10 inches.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
I mean, both would have been. Both are cute.
You'll be a little pocket satyr.
Yeah.
Just different flavors.
Yeah, just different flavors.
You would have gone down to 4'9".
Oh.
But
I'm occasionally gonna be a little guy. We know something's gonna happen. I've shrunk and expanded a lot before.
What is this roll that just occurred?
So I posted my disadvantage roll in general. It was a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay,
You love it.
so Copernicus does not notice at all, like ever. Like unless it's brought up, it will not be something that occurs to Copernicus that you're taller and younger.
Taller than me. That's.
Ugna, you rolled
9.
a 9,
I
so
have
it's
9.
not going to occur. You're not going to notice immediately. It'll come up when it comes up. Like basically, the next time you're like face to face with Morgan and are like,
And I'm
wait
like,
a minute,
is she a titty height? Damn.
wasn't she like below titty height?
Yeah.
Like everybody else in the group. Suddenly, what's going on here? Yeah, because you're like what, 7 foot?
7'2".
So yeah, she's only
I imagine Ugna has to
9
like
inches shorter than you now.
back up a little bit just to make sure that nobody's like under the boob shelf.
Yeah, that's
She's,
your height difference.
she's a head.
Dang.
She's
Oh my God.
only a head
Oh my
shorter than you.
god.
That's wild.
She is basically face in cleavage height, at least as long as you've got some lift going on.
Some bustier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, kissing height.
I'm gonna have to draw her very differently now. I think she's gonna be more like unicorny type satyr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because her
Almost like
fur's
willowy.
her fur is gonna be crazy different too because it's suddenly had to regrow within a day.
Yeah. So you can decide what you like. It when it regrows in a day, you can kind of pick and choose what style it comes out at.
Oh yeah. Imagine if she was like a Siamese. Where, where she was cold, that's where it's darker. Yeah.
Oh, you got like the little
correct
socks.
me if I'm wrong. You're not blue anymore, right? That was temporary.
No, that was temporary. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it would have been temporary, but it was. Or no, it was.
Oh no, it was a curse, and you had to remove curse, but it's been done.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
it was permanent until remove curse. These changes are not remove curseable. These are permanent changes. They're I think there are only 2 in the whole table.
And he got both of them in like practically one session.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, within a day.
Okay, so Morgan stops concentrating on the plant entanglement. It ends, and you're all sitting here with various amounts of extreme damage and spell use and otherwise not feeling great. There's a slightly smoldering body now of the demon. It's kind of like desiccated a little bit as the knife like glows and the blood kind of disappears.
I'm still lying right beside it. It's like still like mostly on my arm, and I'm just lying there breathing heavily and like staring at the ceiling. I'm like, I'm gonna have a little nap, I think. That was a lot.
Yeah, does that wand have a refractory period or anything? I think we could all use a bit of a rest.
What? You want me to goo you?
Oh no. I was just it's a proud old man trying to find another way of asking for a rest.
Oh,
we definitely need it.
I am down for a nap. Definitely.
I need to lay down these old bones and also have a nap.
So I guess the question is, do you guys want to take a rest where you are, like
just in the middle of the hallway?
Yeah,
or do you
honestly,
want to like try and find a spot to do it?
Or concealed by magic. Does magical darkness dispel? I guess it probably does.
Yeah.
Because he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I feel no need to go anywhere more. I'm good to just hunker down here for.
Actually, for cinematic purposes, Ugna just sort of like, as soon as she's like, I'm gonna have a nap, just instantly falls asleep on her back under a Minotaur, and you can't move either of them.
Where you are.
So we're just gonna stay here.
Like, well, I guess I'm gonna set up a perimeter around Ugna's sleeping body.
Alarm.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll some hit dice back.
Yeah, me too.
This seems like a good point for a poll. So how about everybody jumps out of the chat?
Out of the chat.
And audience, it is time for a poll to occur. Here it comes. I am starting the poll now. Okay, you should see the poll. If you don't see it, you may need to refresh the chat. And I will remind everyone that you can vote as many times as you like in the poll. The first vote is free, but additional votes you can just do with channel points. And vote as many times as you like for the options that tickle your fancy. So please come and bring those votes. Bring those votes. Bring those votes.
I miss
we
you
all know
already,
how important
Chad.
voting is. Everybody knows how important it is to vote. Barack Obama wants you to vote in this poll. I'm pretty sure that's what he was talking about earlier in the week. Some votes coming. All right, so while that tickles down,
hit points back. I love it. Love to see it.
Remind you all that it is 10 minutes. The poll run for. We're probably at about 9 and a bit, and we'll keep that a coming. And since the players are out of the chat, if you have any questions about the poll, feel free to ask, because we can always make some noise and push it away. All right. So, players, you're going to try to get some rest.
Just in the middle of a hallway in the Underdark. It's a great place to sleep. Are you going to do any sort of like attempt to set up a guard or a keep watch? That's the phrase I was looking for.
I don't really benefit from a short rest.
Well, that's the question. Are you going to do short or long?
I at the very least need a short for hit points and for spell slots, but we could. I would appreciate the chance to do a short before we go off to find a place for a long, because I'm like I got no spells. I've got like very little HP. I could.
Do we want to go back up a bit? Go back up to the little corridor area, and we can put something on the door. Lay down.
Well, let's do a quick little short rest here, because that's only like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. For some reason,
and then you can
an hour or two.
I think it is supposed to be an hour.
But I think it's an hour. Yeah.
I think our house rule has been sometimes that you let me fudge it at 15.
I have, frankly, the concept of a short rest being tied to a specific amount of time is weird. So I generally don't do it.
I will nap for a bit, and we can all have a snack.
Okay, so short rest means that Ugna gets back all of your special powers and
hell yeah! And I rolled a bunch of my hit dice.
Yeah, everyone can roll hit dice if you choose. If anyone's down hit points, they want some back.
Some
for
HP
the amount
now.
of time that we're here, can I make Bannock?
Yep.
Oh man.
All right. I'll set up a little fire very awkwardly on the stairs, and I'll make us some little Bannock. Traditional Bannock, which means not as good as fried bread, but it's still bread on a stick.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Fire bread rather than fry bread.
If only I could eat. I mean, I eat, and then I'm gonna go butcher the demon and eat some blood and restore some blood dice.
Good.
Indeed, indeed.
Some tasty demon liver.
Okay. Keep those votes a-coming.
Ugna will wake up after 15, 20 minutes once the Bannock is done and smelling really good and be like, ugh. Oh, what smells good?
It's nowhere near as good as anything Tromlin makes, but it's like some
I'm already like
Labrador tea.
2 pieces deep, and I'm like, huh? No, this is great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fire bread. Probably got some bacon grease in there.
Ooh, the good stuff.
I mean, I'm getting so hungry right now. Fernie doesn't eat. Peter's like fucking now ravenous.
I had to make some the other day. I was like, I need to be indigenous, so I made some fried bread.
Okay, ever since we went to that powwow, I have been dreaming about fried bread and salmon. Like, I need that in my life.
Oh my god, yeah.
I went and got a can of salmon just so I could do that. And I'm like, it's not, it's like
Coast.
just regular tinned salmon. So it's not great, but it'll do.
I'm literally this week going to be putting a call out to ask for a can of salmon.
I'm on a Facebook group to swap indigenous foods.
Wow, Alina, not adding me to that group already.
I know. I'll send you an invite.
Oh my god.
I'm so hungry now. You're describing like the most delicious foods. I have a sad jar of stale peanuts that I'm
No.
just so that there's something
We've just been torturing him this whole time. It started with eating camel.
At least it was a sad jar. Okay, so after a rest and some food, what are you going to do next? There's only 2 directions to go in this tunnel, up and down.
So I'm only 10. Oh.
Sorry, I was going to say, I believe you came this way because it is the only clearly marked exit from that chamber you were in.
Yeah.
But you've just been coming down the corridor. You haven't really been doing anything specific.
We didn't get far.
They're just going, where does this go? And it's starting to become apparent. It just goes deep into the Underdark. You have passed a few doors along the way that were just sealed, not really openable from this side. They didn't really have any handles or anything. And you did discuss the possibility of breaking through such a door and finding another way out. So you have some options.
Yeah.
I'll also point out, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make Fetid give me a perception test.
Do some dungeoneering, sir.
Also, I think I have a way to get through the unopenable doors.
So what check am I doing this? Dungeoneering?
No, perception.
Oh, just perception. That's
So,
fine. That is a 23.
Oh, excellent roll. Okay.
Nice.
I am going to say that as you've come down the corridor, and you haven't said anything before because nobody asked, but as you were coming down the corridor, you occasionally caught whiffs of scents that were at least vaguely familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
And like that people had passed this way previously.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody asked you to do any tracking or anything, so you just haven't bothered. You've just been, everyone else just wants to go down this corridor, so you've been all right.
Right on.
Oh, I forgot to say, Morgan will draw a little chalk door on the wall and put a little Bacchus symbol and leave some fry bread and tea there.
Nice.
Nice.
Ugna's also as part of our short rest, I'm going to strip off my armor because I've got like a big ol' horn hole through it now. Wrap up my shoulder with some gauze, and then like take out a little kit and start punching the dents out of her armor so she can put it back on. Because it's all like folded in.
Armor fixing.
Yep.
Bernie does
You're
not have the
actually
mend
using the
cantrip,
tools.
but yeah, if he did, it still I think would rob you of the.
That's fine. I
like,
have
getting to repair
armorer's
that.
tools. It's the one thing I do.
Morgan will do a guidance on Fetid, and the guidance verbal component being like, you can find your way really well. That's pretty cool.
I can. It's true.
You're really good at that.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave it to Fetid to decide if you bother to tell the others that you could do some tracking here if they really want you to.
I think like my body language would get it across. Like I'd immediately crouch to the ground and start snuffling around like a bloodhound and like
Good.
You know,
what is
going
it, boy?
in a very specific direction. Yeah, exactly. My
Someone fell down the well?
Yeah. I mean, we fell down the well, kind of, but
yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll make it pretty obvious that I'm onto something, and they should follow me.
Cool. What do you smell? Is someone else down here?
What is it, boy?
What do I smell?
Well, why don't you roll me a survival check, and we'll see what the tracking reveals to you.
What do you smell, Fetid? Bad.
Oh, that's a very bad roll. Let's see. Survival, you said? That is a 12.
Okay. Well, you do have inspiration if you want to use one.
Yeah, I'm going to blow it. I think it'll be funny if I roll better on this. Yeah, that's better. That is an 18 then.
And then also add a d4 for that guidance you just got.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Okay, on the last few
20.
seconds of the poll, everybody get your votes in now or forever hold your peace.
That makes it a dirty 20.
Nice.
And we have a close race. It could go either way. Final moments of the poll. Here it goes. Oh, God. And almost took it away, but excellent. Well done. Okay, that is it. The poll is done. So my players, you should be able to jump on back in there.
Nothing in the chat we can't see?
Nope.
Cool. I'm gonna go back in.
Everyone behaved themselves quite nicely. Just me saying how much time is left, basically.
Couldn't be me.
Okay. So with a dirty 20, Fetid, you can detect not really much right where you are because there's so much disruption from your combat with the demon. But when you go a little ways back up the corridor, back the way you came, you pick up, in addition to the passage of the demon and yourselves as the most recent, there is that scent that you caught that was kind of familiar is here. And the spot where the demon caught up with you and attacked seems to be quite relevant because that bit of trail that you managed to spot, the footprints and the little hint of scent, basically goes to one of those doors in the side wall of the passage, just beyond where you fought this demon. And you're not sure who this is that you can smell. You know it's somebody you've smelled recently, but it's not someone you know well. But from the tracking, it's two in sets of footprints, two people, just two people specifically, of you would guess from the stride about normal human size, not like large or small creatures.
Mm-hmm.
2 individuals came down here relatively recently, and there are no tracks here that are remotely recent.
Okay.
Like so 2 people came down here from that chamber that you guys left quite recently, and then since then it's just been you guys and the demon.
Okay.
And no one in recent enough memory to find any tracks from before that.
Hmm.
All right. I guess I would like to keep following it, I guess. See if I can
Wait,
figure
so
out
it
where it's
goes
going.
to one of those doors.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
Side
all
of the
right.
corridor. So
I
maybe
think
20 feet further down the corridor from where you just
Yeah.
camped. And then it dead ends at one of those doors.
I think I know how to get through.
Okay.
But I need a bit of space. I've not used Ghostly Gaze today. I have my spell slots back. I'd like to see through the door so that I can target Thunderstep on the other side of the door and teleport through, and then open
Okay.
it from the other side.
Nice.
I think you did use Ghostly Gaze on the box that you guys found, but I don't know that it was very useful, and I'm quite happy to just hand wave that and let you use it again.
You are right, and I appreciate that, Mr. DM. Very
Because
kind
I
of you.
do believe I didn't really give you anything for it because it was like just papers inside it.
Yeah. Or I think it didn't. Wasn't it protected from scrying or something?
It might have been.
Yeah.
In which
Well,
case, in any case, I am happy to let you go ahead and do your Ghostly Gaze.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'll laser my eyes through the door, which gives me line of sight to teleport through it with Thunderstep.
Now the only problem with that is you can only take one other person with you with Thunderstep unless do you have the ability to ramp that up? I can't remember. I think you do.
I think I do, but I'm just gonna take Ugna and just have Ugna open the door with from the other side, being stronger than me.
Yeah.
But I think we just
Cool.
because I think that when we looked at the doors, you'd suggested that they wouldn't be hard to open from the other side, but that
Yeah, it was just
as
from
far
this
as you
side
can
that they
tell,
were
like you don't know if
blocked.
they're locked or trapped.
Yeah.
There's just nothing on this side to access, right? It's
But if you take
like
me,
those
then it's
emergency
like
exits in the
airports.
back of a mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Or like
there's just
like
no
doors at airports that are like
Yeah.
they basically disappear into the wall when they close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
okay,
are a
so I'll
little
take-
bit easier to see. They're more like a stone wall with like an actual
Door in
metal
it.
door.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
just it's like the emergency doors on the back of the mall, right? You literally have nothing to open it with from the other side.
Well, if I see anything really suspicious before,
Could I
with the
mage
ghostly
hand?
gaze,
Not
I
at the other side of the
mage-
door because you can't. Yes, you have to be able to see where you're mage handing.
Okay, I can't feel around.
Mage
I was just picturing like just like reaching up and then like trying to push like the inside handle of the door.
Yeah.
The gesture
I'm
was not
familiar with the
helping.
technique.
yeah, it's like you're trying to get food out of a vending machine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
No, that's a variation
Morgan
spell of
definitely
Bigby's
has-
grasping hand.
Yeah, Morgan
Bigby's
has definitely used
groping
mage
hand.
hand to
Yep.
to get into a vending machine.
Well, that's not where I thought you were going. Anyway.
You would think, well, obviously, that's more interesting that she's also done it to a vending machine.
That's true. That is more like new information.
Yeah.
Okay, so Copernicus gets everyone to back off from the area around the door so that they don't get exploded by Thunderstep, and grabs Ugna, and
Poof.
his eyes go like awful green fire, and he stares at the door for a second, and then with a massive bang that echoes up and down the hallway, you disapparate and reapparate on the other side of this door, which is in a small chamber, like a landing, with a stairwell going up and down from that landing. Like it's just one landing along a stairwell, a set of stairs going up and down. And from this side, you can see that there is some kind of big lever-like mechanism on the door to open it. Whether there is any sort of risk in doing so, you are uncertain.
Can I
pull the lever?
Wrong lever? Can I take a look at it? I'm not good at this.
What are you trying to do?
Honestly, you know what?
Figure out
Ugna's
how to
not
work
that
it?
smart. Ugna's not that smart. I'm just pulling the lever
Yeah,
as
Bernie's
hard
not
as I
that patient
can.
either, so.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Do I need to do any kind of strength roll on this?
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead and make a
That's easy.
Clumsy
go ahead and
roll.
make a strength check, but like the DC's like 13. Like
Well, I got 19, so
yeah, you
like 14 plus 5
you almost
for my
rip
strength.
it off, but yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yep, sounds good.
Good.
Perny's Perny's ghostly gaze is only matched in its terrifying terribleness by his lead stare.
Well, now what we want to know is how good his deck save is. So both of you make me a deck save.
Ooh,
That's my worst save.
we're great. We're good at this.
Oh, it's not
Hey.
sure his strength is, but
If you're going down, you would just fly. At the
14.
very least.
4.
Oh, good.
Both of those
I-
are failures.
Yep.
My dying act is yelling out, "Wrong lever!"
Good.
No, there is a burst of necrotic energy from the door. So as you crank it open, so not as you open it, not as you touch it, you crank it open and then you open the door, and as it opens, basically as it actually cracks open. So you imagine that this trap is really meant to be preventing people from opening the door from the other side, like using like thieves' tools or other means of getting the mechanism to spring open. But it is an area effect. So everybody else, because you got out of the way for the thunderstep, you're fine. But those of you who are standing on the other side of the door opening it
Yep.
are less fine. So you are caught in this area effect and you take 14 necrotic damage.
That'll
And that
do.
would be deck save for half, but you failed. So
Yep.
I was
Bernie
picturing,
takes this. Sorry, go ahead.
I
both
was
you
just
take it.
picturing it as like a very cheap security device where like it just has like three. There's like one. The first click is to turn it on, and then every click after that is necrotic damage. So on training day, they like walk you through the area, and they're like, okay, so this door is a little finicky. Just move it one click. That's it.
No more.
If you pull any farther than that,
And I just
There's like
cranked
a
it all
piece
the way
of
down.
tape over it, like so that you don't go too far. But it was
Yeah.
the dark, so we couldn't see it.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like there's like a little like a yellow marker on the dial to not go past.
I think
so,
that
yeah.
as like this necrotic damage like rips through Perny's frail ancient body, I think there's a moment of him being like, "This is what I've been doing to people. I'm not a good person.
Yeah.
This is very bad."
So make a
Ow.
wisdom save. Also, each of you make a wisdom save. The two of you.
Oh, I
Well,
thought that was a
I'm-
joke about
I'm
like
great
Perny's
at those.
moment of self-awareness.
Yeah,
That's a
16.
nat 1, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
Woohoo.
Oh
Oh
god.
man.
I just rolled a flat 16, and I have a 0, so
You're
that's
good.
16.
You're good. So Perny and only Perny. So Perny doesn't notice this, but Ugna does. So you both take this damage.
Ow.
Perny's like kind of like reeling for a moment but not from the damage, just from the existential crisis. But as he looks up and straightens his glasses at you, Ugna, you see a glowing green rune hovering kind of in front of his forehead, like just staying with him like this as he moves around. Copernicus, you can't see it.
Cool.
I don't know, Ugna, if you would consider this particularly noteworthy because
No.
it's Copernicus.
I just assume he's doing. I go, hey, you got something on your face there, and I lick my thumb and kind of like scrub his forehead.
Okay.
It goes right through the
Got it.
mark.
Yeah.
You rub his
Got it.
forehead and like it's a hovering.
And I'm like,
spectral-
no, and I try
illusion.
again, and I poke you in the other side of the forehead now, and I'm like, okay, I can't get it. It's still there.
I'm just picturing like SpongeBob levels of stretchiness and wrinkles being moved
Yeah.
around.
Yes.
Just
like
a
like
lip of
massaging a
flesh
basset hound's forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a lip of wrinkly skin overlapping the ogre
The
thumb
thumb.
on the entirety of
My
his head.
expression completely changes every time you go up or down. Surprise, Bernie. Sad Bernie.
Yeah.
The many moods.
Yeah.
The last thing that happens when you open the door is that there is this echoing bell. There's this noise that comes from like as though from an impossible distance through the ether of this like doom from when the door opens.
Like someone's elaborate bodega in the depths is just the door ding so that they know to come back from the back door of the shop.
Yep.
Before they come out, though,
Nice.
you're greeted by the cat.
You don't want to meet this bodega cat.
Oh God! Yeah,
That's what you guys fought already.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the rest of you see kind of an eerie green flash of energy as the door opens. That just you assume that's just Perny.
Yeah.
And you hear this like
Doom.
this distant bell, like an impossibly large gong being rung in the pits of hell.
And
But you can all
I open the
go
door and I
through
go,
the door.
I think I found the doorbell. I didn't mean to ring it, but oh well.
I walk through the doorway. It just rings again.
No, it's fine.
Ding dong.
Suppressor plate.
Fetid, of course, knows. Obviously, there was a magical trap on that door. Like real, mega obvious to Fetid.
It's okay. I found it with my face.
Yeah, this is the fastest way to disarm a trap.
Never fails.
As he's lightly smoking from the necrotic
What
energy.
what is in there? I'm assuming like no-name chips, some cookies that are wrapped in
Also,
like stretchy saran.
Homemade samosas.
yeah.
Guys
Oh
like-
hell yes.
Guys like crackers.
Those are the best.
Oh my God, yeah.
Can they
Overpriced
see
single cans of
Perny's sigil?
Yes, everyone can see it except Perny.
Good.
Okay.
Is it in the shape of a finger and a thumb on my forehead?
It is not.
Coke. That would be really beautiful.
It's an
a
actual
rune,
it's
Was
an
it a
actual
rune that-
magical rune. Yeah.
Is it a rune I can read?
Like it's a rune that has a specific magical meaning. You could do an Arcana check if you wanted.
Years start coming and they don't stop coming.
You don't stop coming and they don't stop coming.
You know,
I keep thinking.
They don't stop.
For
keep
Purdy,
forgetting to
that
look
sounds
up-
about right.
I keep forgetting to look up like the roots for smash and mouth in Elvish, so I can do more stupid storyline with this.
Well,
So I got an 11. Yes, an 11 on Arcana.
You know there's a magic rune there. Like he has been marked in some way with a magical rune.
Perny just assumes like something happened to Morgan. Morgan got, however many years younger. I went through a trap. I just assume you're all staring at me because I've like de-aged or something by 50 years.
You still look about the
Well, you
same.
kind of did whenever the rubbing went the
Yeah.
right direction.
Gave you like a,
Yeah.
Hold on. If I put my hand on Perny's forehead,
It passes directly through the rune.
perfect. I take out my eyeliner. I draw the rune. You tracing it on the back of my hand.
Oh, nice.
nice.
All right,
Yeah.
let me Arcana that.
Yeah.
shit.
Like this is like the
And then
equivalent
you're
of doing
like-
like a rubbing of an etching.
This is on your forehead.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Oh,
Trini, I know this
God.
rune like the back of my hand.
Hey.
She's literally like leaned over and just puts her hand on his head.
And just draws.
Like hold on a second. Hold on. What is
Grandpa?
this?
Grandpa could use the help action. Grandpa rolled a 2, which gets me a 12. But Grandpa could use the help action if anyone.
Well, Grandpa's got
well, you-
guidance.
Yeah, you got the help action and the guidance, so go ahead and re-roll, because
Yeah.
help gives you inspiration.
All right.
Morgan will help you try and figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
D4 from the guidance is a 1, so that's an 18.
Ooh,
Sorry.
that made a
Well,
difference.
So you are pretty sure this is a curse. This is a minor, so this is like basically this is a bestow curse spell
We-
that has
We
been triggered.
need it has been 1 day
Yes.
since the last workplace, the 1 day since the last party member got cursed, because we
Mhm.
fucking, every day there's one of us with a curse.
Yes. I just
true.
got mine lifted.
Yeah.
But you think the only obvious, or at least from what you can tell so far, the only effect of the curse is that you are marked with this rune. You suspect that it's not like a specific language or anything like that, but it does remind you of certain negative connotation runes that are used in Abyssal, or sorry, less Abyssal and more Chthonic, the common language of the Underdark. So you basically think that this is like a mark along the lines of like traitor or bad person, or look out for this guy, in that would be recognized by generally people in the Underdark might at least be like, what's that all about? But you assume it's specific. It's like someone who makes use of this door, who's set up this trap, wants to know who
came
has
through the
forced their
door.
way through it, and that's what this curse is for. So there's a minor bit of damage, so that anything like really low level would just be killed that tried to get through the door. There's a gong that clearly warning someone if they are within earshot to come and investigate. But also the illicit entry person is marked.
So Perny's gonna play this off like a white girl getting a Chinese tattoo, and be like, it's a cultural tattoo that means cool white guy. That's the approximate translation.
Cool pale skin.
Yeah, so they'll all know that I'm cool down here. Don't worry about it.
It means pale skin is attractive in a language I don't understand.
Perfect.
Everybody in the tattoo shop thought it was really, really cool. They just couldn't stop laughing.
How cool that
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
So here you all are, lightly cursed, slightly cooked.
Just mildly,
and,
that's fine.
And standing in a stairwell with a yawning, dark, stone, slightly slick, dangerous steps leading up and down.
And we just
and
rang
that
the
is a good
doorbell.
spot for us to take a break.
All right.
Right.
We will see y'all in what, 10, 15, something like that?
Oh, I'm just going to give you one more thing before we go to break, which is,
Cool.
Since you already made the tracking rolls, Jeff, the trail goes up the stairs.
Okay, good to know.
Cool.
And
all right.
Break time.
See you in a few.
We will be back in a few minutes there, chat.
Bye-bye.